When you hire GLHN, we live by our motto. Our success comes from helping others succeed. This project is really significant to the university. Their utility system, their heating and cooling and power, dates back to the early 1900s. This is really more than a building. I mean, a building is a big visual, aesthetic part of it, but this is really a system. This is a machine that we built.
I'll tell you what this building means to Frosty. Frosty could have retired years ago. And the joke the last 2 years was, oh, Frosty's, as soon as the building's done, Frosty's gonna leave. He's retired. He's been here 40 years. He started in 1980. And now he wants to see what it's gonna do. And it's like this stuff like this is what keeps him around and keeps him excited.
My favorite things about this plant is, the modularity. It could be scaled up or scaled down if need be, but we can still almost double the output capacity just by adding more boilers. Yeah, the high bay windows, the way you can look in and see the neat boilers with all the beautiful polished flue. That is, you walk inside, it's pretty darn stunning when you see that. I mean, even the non-technical people are taken aback with it. And then, yeah, the native stone. I mean, it is a beautiful building. And I'm a mechanical engineer, and I don't get emotional over buildings like that.
The challenges, I think, earlier were how do we take a large utility, how do we take a 75-foot tall water tank, place it in campus center, and make it in any way, shape, or form architecturally attractive? I think the rest of it, through a lot of diligent work, was pretty smooth.
Some unique features of this satellite plant. I mean, we've got almost 80 million BTUs of boiler capacity when it's all built out with all 16 boilers. We've got 11,000 ton hours of chilled water storage. Nobody wants to look at the central plant, especially the Board of Trustees. I mean, they put a lot of effort into making this campus beautiful and welcoming to the students. That's why the other one was stuck way on the far northeast part of campus. Being able to work with the university, work with the architects to incorporate a large mechanical room into a building like this that nobody even knows is a central plant. I mean, the average person would walk by this building and just think it's another university building, when in reality, I mean, this is a central plant.
This West Campus satellite plant is a more efficient approach to producing heating hot water for the whole campus. This is a use of a lot newer technologies than the campus is used to. This is a modular style boiler plant. So we can bring on boilers as the campus demand grows. And ultimately, this plant is going to phase out this coal-fired plant that sits on the outskirts of campus. And eventually, this plant is going to be the sole source of hot water for the entire campus.
So one of the things that is really appealing about the installation of this plant is that we are replacing our extensive tunnel system throughout campus. Some of our tunnels are almost 100 years old, so you can imagine the condition of the concrete. So instead of dealing with traditional direct buried pipe that may last 50, 75 years at best, we're looking at twice that.
The technologies that we use regularly when we construct is like a BIM 360 model, where we model the exact routings of pipings. And one of the things that GLHN provided for us very early on in the project was a full model of those utilities. So we were able to take that kind of as a baseline and provide that to our contractors, and then they used that in conjunction with the plan sheet drawings. It gave us a huge jump start on getting that fully coordinated BIM 360 model put together before construction.
One of the things we run into over and over again is that we can't do maintenance on some of the equipment. It's placed too closely. So one of the best things we got to do with GLHN was they created a 3D model of this plant. And we were able to actually walk through it virtually and figure out, hey, can I do maintenance on this boiler? Hey, can I replace this valve? So those kind of things and nice touches that GLHN did were just really valuable for us as the ones that will be operating this plant well into the future.
When
They put the headset on, to view their building in 3D, though not exactly real, but close enough for them to realize, like, hey, this is what it's going to look like. So it was extremely fun to see the University of Wyoming get excited about seeing their product come to reality and to fruition.
Collaboration with the team was great. This turned out to be a team that was really gelled. From working with Sam and Frosty and Chantel to the folks at GE Johnson, everybody was really respectful. They were collaborative. When problems came up, everybody jumped in to work together as a team, and that made all the difference. We had a lot of different utilities that were known and a few that were unknown. So when those conflicts came up, when things weren't where they were supposed to be, fingers weren't pointed, everybody worked together to really find a solution that benefited the university so they would have the outcome they desired.
Well, I've worked with GLHN over the years, and I really enjoy working with them because, well, they're a great group of people. They're straight shooters, and all their engineering, all their engineering's been really sound engineering, and it's worked, and I can vouch for that.
There are so many people on this team behind the scenes that made this project successful. Just on GLHN and their sub-consultants, and to bring that all together is just, that's what's so rewarding about a project like this.
If you're working with GLHN, you got to know that we are a humble group of architects and engineers. We are a nuts and bolts company. We love to take complex, challenging buildings that have been neglected or things that are not working and make buildings perform to modern day standards and beyond.